Hello again, this is Caleb DeLon, the creator of BecomeThoroughlyEquipped.com, as well as Thoroughly Equipped, the comprehensive guide to apologetics. And this is the next video in the Thoroughly Prepared series, helping to launch you into the card writing process by just giving you a little bit of information about some content that you could use for each of the concepts in my organizational system. And this video is Concept 4, which actually, the NCFCA and STOA versions of my curriculum have slightly different Concept 4s. NCFCA is just immutability, while STOA, Concept 4, is both immutability as well as eternality, because it has a couple extra questions, as we'll see as we look at the topics. The NCFCA just has two on immutability, talking about the unchanging nature of God, and then an analyze and respond statement. And the way I would approach the analyze and respond is by perhaps giving an example in the Old Testament of where God showed love, such as the Exodus, and show how God also displays His wrath in the New Testament, but then discuss how our knowledge that God doesn't change, whether it's the Old Testament, the New Testament, or even nowadays, why that understanding refutes that statement. And then STOA Topics has a whole lot more than NCFCA does, and some of them are regarding His immutability. For example, the second define and defend is, whereas some of the others refer more to His eternality, and they're interrelated, but you should be able to pick out which ones deal more with one of those attributes. Now, thesis statement just went very simply this time, that God is immutable, and this inherent unchangeability provides a foundation for our trust in Him. Some different suggested outlines that you could use. First suggestion, point 1, that God cannot change. You might want to look at Exodus 3:14, where God is talking to Moses and says to tell the Israelites that I am has sent you. I am can be translated the one who always is, and if God always is, then that means both He's eternal and also that He cannot change. Then point 2 gets into the significance that God's love never changes, and point 3 as well, that God's promises can be trusted. Suggestion number 2, point 1, that God is eternal. Point 2, God is unchanging. Point 3, you have an option here. You can take either point 2 from above or point 3 from above and make it into your point 2 down here. So the main difference between these two suggestions is I think that the first suggestion leans a little bit more towards the NCFCA concept, while suggestion 2 might work better if you are in STOA. Some resources you could use, a couple of different books, and some websites. The second website there is a book by A.W. Pink on some different attributes of God. And then there's a couple of verses that you could also look out to learn about these attributes. There we go. I hope this video has helped you become more thoroughly prepared, and I sincerely hope that you enjoy yourself as you learn about our eternal and unchanging God. So long. God bless.